So today, guys, I want to show you how to use subtraction to divide. I want to show you how to use subtraction to divide. So the problem says that Sam is reading a book that is 2,128 pages long. If he reads 28 pages per day, how many days will it take for Sam to read the whole book? Okay? So that means he's gonna divide this book up into increments of 28 pages. Okay? He's gonna divide this book up into increments of 28 pages. So the divisor is 28. And that goes outside of the division symbol. Okay? What number is being divided? 2,128. So now, I can take my 28 and I can multiply it by powers of 10 to get bigger products, and I can subtract them from 2,128. And then I use those powers of 10. I add them all up to figure out what my quotient is. So I want to start off with, since my number is in the thousands, let's see. But it's 28, and 28 is bigger than 21. So I'm going to do 28 times 100. Well, not 100, I'm sorry, 10. So 28 times 1 is 28. And then I add the 0, so that's 280. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put my 28 times 10, because I need that. But I'm going to subtract the 280 from 2,128. 8 subtract 0 is 8. 2. I can't subtract 2, so I got to regroup and borrow from next door. The 1 turns into a 0, and the 2 is now 12. What's 12 subtract 8? 4. Can 0 subtract 2? No, so I got to regroup and borrow. So the 2 becomes a 1, and the 0 becomes a 10. No, a 10. If you add 10 to 0, that's 10. All right, 8. 10 subtract 2 is 8. And then I need to bring down the... Okay, so I'm subtracting kind of small. Well, multiplying kind of small. So I want to increase my numbers with my twin, right? I want to go with a bigger number. So let me try. Well, if I do 100, that's going to be 2,800. Remember, that's going to be 2,800. And 2,800 is bigger than 1,848. So let's try 50. Okay. 5 times 8 is 40. 0, carry the 4. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is, all right. And then I need to add how many zeros? Ooh, see my number's getting bigger? So I'm going to add my 28 times 50 over here. And what am I going to do to the 1,400? Subtract it from 1848, right? So 8, 4, and, oh, I'm getting smaller, right? So, didn't I already do 28 times 10 and get 280? So can I do that again? Times 10. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write it again. 28 times 10. And I'm doing this for a reason, guys. So I'm going to subtract the 280, right? 8 subtract 0 is 8. Can 4 subtract 8? 4 becomes a 14. What's 14 subtract 8? And what's 3 subtract 2? So now I got 168 left. I have 168 left. Now I can go down to even smaller numbers, can't I? I can go away from powers of 10. I can go away from powers of 10. And now I can do numbers that are less than 10. So somebody find me a factor, two numbers that multiply together with a number that multiplies with 28 that gets me close to 168. Do it on your paper. Stop looking around the room. Do it on your paper. We know, thank you to Alexis, we know that 28 times 6 is 168 exactly. And that's what we had left over in our dividend. So we add 28 times 6 over here to our list of factors. Now, What's the answer to our problem? How many days is it going to take Sam to read the book? Do you know? No, it's not 6 days. Have I shown you how to figure out what the answer is? So your answer should have been, Miss Solid, you didn't tell us what to do next to figure out the quotient. So I don't know how many days. You want to know what you do to figure out the division quotient? No, we already subtracted. Because we had 168 left. He zeroed us out with 28 times 6. We have nothing left in our dividend. So now, all we need to do to figure out the quotient is to add these numbers together. So 10, 50, 10, 76 days. So what do you think about subtracting to divide now? But you have to stick to it. You have to be consistent. You have to sit there and do the powers of 10, the tricks of 0. And you have to keep subtracting. So now you can use this strategy to subtract to divide. I'm going to load this video to YouTube momentarily, and then it'll be available for you as a guide.